In this lesson, you will learn how you can design your test cases, manual test cases, in a more appealing way. In one of my last sessions, I've shared how you can use text icon as part of the release themes or list item labels name. And this approach we are going to apply now on the manual test cases. Yeah? So for instance, I'm on the application module idea to offering, and I would like to create a new manual test. Let's say the test is about sales order creation. Yeah? And I go to add and edit. And now when I want to design different steps, there might be different steps categories. So you might have some preparation steps. Yeah. And what you could do is you could again go to the getemoji.com. Yeah, so this is a URL, getemoji.com, and here you will find a couple of emojis you could potentially use for your test cases. So what I would recommend is, if you want to categorize your steps into preparation step, you have a cleanup step at the end, then you have a couple of steps where you want to instruct the tester to save something or to document something, to trigger automation job or whatever. So these different categories of steps you can visualize by using one of those icons. So for instance, I'm here on my current manual test, and I want to say either I use a setup step or a validation step based on what the concept is in your organization. Let's set a new step, and let's say this is my preparation step where I want to really visualize for the user that this is a preparation step. So what I can do is I can go to the emoji, getemoji.com library, and say as a for our organization we use always a lamp as a preparation step. So our testers, they know that this is a prep step. Yeah? Prep step, check various things before starting the test. And then I can save it, and let's say in the execution I can also now say if there is something where I need to query a database, query a database or check existing master data. I could also say something which is outside of the application. I could use another emoji icon where I can say, okay, if I'm not on the application on the test, I can use this icon and say this is an activity which is not on the application on the test, it's outside. Then I can save it. Then I have maybe a normal step where tester need to check the status bar. Check status bar. Let's say check status bar for order number. And here I could also visualize and say, okay, this is a checkpoint for you. So you have to check something. So here I can say this is like a green arrow. And one last step, if I want, I can say, okay, you have to document the number which is generated into actual results. Something like this. You can use then also another icon and say, here I want you to document something. So like a pencil I would use here and put it in front of my step. Let's copy it out, put it in the beginning, save the test. Now the beauty about this concept is when you run the test, for the tester it appears already more appealing. Look at the steps, how they are visualized, and if you follow a specific framework, you know automatically, your tester know, okay, this is a preparation step, what I need to do, This is a database query, yeah, because this is something which is outside of my application. Here I have to check something, okay, this is fine, and here I have to document something. I will document here number 1, 2, 3, whatever. So this would be an approach which would help you organize your test cases and make it more appealing to the tester in order to work with. Yeah. And basically those icons from the getemoji.com you can use in all the text boxes and string fields in ALM Octane to organize it in a more appealing way. So this would be then the documentation. And once you have run the test, also in the execution report, you can see here when you want to validate if the execution was okay, you directly see, okay, what was it? It does not belong to the test. It was a preparation step. This is outside of the application, and so on. So it will help you to really organize and design your test cases in a more detailed way.